Hello everyone, Rich Strell here with Protection Florida. I hope you guys are having an awesome week. Today we're going to be talking about what it might look like to pay off my mortgage. Should I do it? Can I do it? What's it going to take? So the first step in paying off our mortgage is, I think most of us are able to check this box. We need to be able to know where we stand, right? What's our current balance on our existing mortgage? We want to know how many years currently it's going to take to pay it off. What I'd like you to do is identify, if you don't know this number already in the back of your head, exactly how many years before you retire. If you want to retire at 62 and you're 50 years old, you know you've got 12 years left. So let's look at a little bit of a few scenarios here. I'm 50 years old. This is an example. I'm 50 years old. I want to retire when I'm 62. That gives me 12 years. I look at my statement and it says I'm going to pay my house off in 16, 17 years. Okay? So what can I do to align my mortgage payoff to the year or before the year that I'm going to retire? So let's look at scenario one. Let's say I have a mortgage balance of $190,000. I have a 2.75 interest rate, and I'm paying $1,200 a month on my mortgage. Now, keep in mind, don't look at exactly what you're paying out of your checking account each month towards your mortgage. You got to dive a little deeper and look at your statement and see exactly what you're paying to the mortgage, because a lot of times they'll put insurance and things like that in your bill as well. So taxes and insurance are the typical two. So you want to make sure and look at exactly what you're paying towards the mortgage. Leave the tax part out of the calculation for now and leave the insurance out. So let's say I'm paying $1,200 a month towards my $190,000 mortgage. Right now, that's going to take me 16.4 years to pay it off. Now, what I've done is I've created a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, because there could be calculators out there that you can use to see how quick you want to pay off, but I want to look at a bunch of different scenarios, and I'll explain why I created my own Excel document here in just a second. So I can look at my Excel document. I owe $190. I'm at a 2.75% interest rate. It's going to take me 16.4 years to pay off my mortgage if I keep paying that $1,200 a month. Scenario number two, let's say everything's the same, but I take that $1,200 a month and I bump it up to $1,500. And now we're getting at why I like my own Excel spreadsheet. I want to start messing with different numbers here. What happens if I, instead of do $1,200, I do $1,500? So in that scenario, I quickly see it's going to bring me down to 12.5 years. I went from 16.4, I come down to 12. If I'm 50, or I come down to 12.5. If I'm 50 and I want to retire when I'm 62, and now I just looked at exactly what I need to do to pay off my house in 12 and a half years, I'm real close. I can even dial it in further and find out exactly to the dollar what I need to pay every month to make sure on my 62nd year, the year I'm going to retire, my mortgage is paid off. But let's say I want to look at something different. Maybe I can't put as much additional right now monthly towards it, but let's say I get a $10,000 bonus every year. What if just over the next 3 years I dropped the $10,000, and I'm talking, let's say I net $10,000. It might be a greater bonus than that, but I actually net $10,000 into my checking account from this, and I want to drop it on this mortgage. I want to do that to the next 3 years. What would that do for me? I can go into this Excel spreadsheet and keep my monthly payment the same, but I can drop $10,000 splashes in it 3 different times over the, or one time, each over the next 3 years to see what that would do. If I were to do that over the next 3 years, it would bring me down to 13.7 years. So you see, there's more than just what can I do monthly. Maybe I get a bonus. Maybe I want to sell a car and drive a less expensive car and save myself $120 a month on my car payment. What if I put that $120 a month towards my retirement account? I'm sorry, to my mortgage. What if I did that? And so This spreadsheet is something I'd be happy to share with you. You can take a look at it and plug your own numbers in and say, what if I did this? What if I did this? You'll be amazed at how inspired you'll get to start saying, I don't need that. I don't need that, that size of a boat. I can settle with this boat. I don't need a boat at all right now. I'd rather focus on my retirement. That's more important to me. Whatever it is for you, it's different from everybody. And by no means am I suggesting selling your boat. Boating's an awesome activity, especially if you live here in Florida, but you get the idea. You'll know what you need to do to make your adjustments. So a couple quick rules here. I would love to, first of all, to know that somehow this inspired you just a little bit to pay off your mortgage early. But please don't forget two important rules. Keep putting into savings unless you've already got a 3 to 6 month reserve. What does that mean? 3 to 6 months. Calculate all your expenses, your car payment, your mortgage, your student loans, whatever all those add up to, and make sure you got 3, preferably 6 months saved in your savings account. Please don't back off doing that to pay off your mortgage early. And the second is continue pumping 15% of your annual income into your retirement fund. If you're knocking out those two, for the most part, sometimes there's college savings going on in there, but for the most part, if you've got a 3 to 6 month savings account to cover all your expenses, and you're currently putting 15% in your retirement, rock on and shove as much extra income as you possibly can into that mortgage, especially if it helps you calculate and show that it's going to be paid off at retirement. Now, 62 is not necessarily the recommended retirement age. You may want to work till you're 65 or 70, but whatever it is for you, you can do the math on this. Hey, if you want that form, it's just a simple Excel spreadsheet, but it's already got all the formulas calculated in. It's got line by line, goes down to 20, 30 years, whatever you want it for. Shoot me an email at rich@protectionflorida.com. I'd be happy to send it to you. I'll put that link below. And if you'd like to discuss this or find out just how it might work for you a little further, maybe bounce some ideas off somebody, click the link below. I'd love to set up a time to talk to you further. Hey, if this video was helpful, share it with a friend. Please consider subscribing. Give it the thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Rich at Protection Florida, and I hope you have the opportunity to pay off your mortgage right in time for retirement so you've got that dream retirement. Take care, guys.